Good evening and welcome back to End Times Prophecy News. Well, the Trump administration makes decision on Mueller. According to President Trump's lawyer Monday, the Trump administration will not fire or interfere with Special Counsel Mueller. U.S. President Donald Trump will not interfere with the investigation by Justice Department Special Counsel Robert Mueller or try to fire the former FBI director, Trump lawyer Jay Sekulow said on Monday after the indictment of Trump campaign aides. Huckabee Sanders' tax analogy just broke Twitter. In an incredible analogy, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders explains our tax system.
Suppose that every day 10 people, for our purposes, we'll say reporters, go out for beer, and the bill for all 10 comes to $100. If these 10 reporters paid their tab every night the way we pay our taxes, it would go something like this. The first 4, the poorest, would pay nothing. The 5th would pay $1. The 6th would pay $3. The 7th would pay $7. The 8th would pay $12. The 9th would pay $18. The 10th, the richest, would pay $59. So that's what they decided to do. The 10 reporters drank in the bar every day and seemed quite happy with the arrangement until one day the bar owner threw them a curveball. Since you're all such good customers, he said, I'm going to reduce the cost of your daily beer by $20. Drinks for the 10 reporters would now cost just $80. The group still wanted to pay their bill the way we pay our taxes, so the first 4 were unaffected. They would still drink for free. But what about the other 6? How could they divide the $20 windfall so that everyone would get their fair share? These are the reporters after all, so they're concerned with fairness. They realize that $20 divided by 6 is $3.33. But if they subtracted that from everybody's share, then the 5th reporter and the 6th reporter, which would each end up being paid to drink beer. So the bar owner suggested that it would be fair to reduce each man's bill by a higher percentage the poorer he was. By doing that, he explained, they'd continue following the principle of the tax system they'd been using. So he proceeded to work out the amounts he suggested that each should pay now. And so the 5th reporter, like the first 4, now paid nothing. He got a 100% saving. The 6th now paid $2 instead of $3, a 33% saving. The 7th now paid $5 instead of $7, a 28% saving. The 8th now paid $9 instead of $12, a 25% saving. The 9th now paid $14 instead of $18, which was a 22% saving. And the 10th now paid $49 instead of $59, a 16% saving. So each of the 6 was better off than before, and the first 4 continued to drink for free. But once outside the bar, the reporters began to compare their savings. I only got $1 out of the $20 saving, declared the 6th reporter, and she pointed to the 10th reporter. He got 10. Yes, that's right, exclaimed the 5th reporter. I only saved $1 too. It's unfair that he received 10 times more benefit than me. That's true, shouted the 7th reporter. Why should he get $10 back when I only got 2? The wealthy gets all the breaks. Wait a minute, yelled the first 4 reporters in unison. We didn't get anything at all. This new tax system exploits the poor. The 9 reporters yelled at the 10th and made him feel bad. So the next night, the 10th man didn't show up for drinks, and the 9 sat down and had their beers without him. But when it came time to pay the bill, they discovered something important. They no longer had enough money between them all to even cover half of the bill. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how our tax system works.
Yeah, the rich pay your taxes, and you just, and this is what the millennials are taught in the college, the opposite of the truth. That's why they think we can have a socialist system and not capitalist. Breaking news, accuser steps forward about NFL star. Peyton Manning's sexual harassment accuser comes forward to tell her story. I was repulsed. I was scared. An athlete trainer accuses Peyton Manning of sexually harassing her in 1996. Well, let's take a listen. Oh, can't hear her talking. Okay. A former athletic trainer who accused retired NFL star Peyton Manning of sexual harassment is speaking about the allegations in her first television interview. Jamie Naughtright spoke with Inside Edition anchor Deborah Norville and accused Manning of inappropriate behavior as she treated him for an injury in 1996. Manning was a 19-year-old All-American quarterback at the University of Tennessee. He maintains he was horsing around with a teammate. The interview includes a never-before-seen video of Manning's 2003 deposition, responding to a defamation suit brought by Naughtright. I briefly pulled down my pants to so-called moon him, Manning said in the deposition. 1.5 seconds. Pulled my pants back up and continued with Jamie's examination of the bottom of my foot. Manafort's attorney speaks to reporters.
Before Mr. Manafort served in the Trump campaign. Today, you see an indictment brought by an Office of Special Counsel that is using a very novel theory.
That was not very smart to cut it off, but it's a novel theory. They're trying to arrest and prosecute Paul Manafort on. Only one time in history has it ever happened, and 6 times in history has they ever been charged. So you have less than about a 15% success rate out of only 6 times in history has the justice system ever done this. Obama just made a statement on Manafort charges. Malik Obama took to Twitter on Monday to comment on Mueller's charges against Paul Manafort. Let me get this straight. After a year of vast, expensive investigations into Russian collusion, all they've got is Manafort avoided tax. And that is Barack Obama's brother, if you don't know that. Yes, Malik, he speaks the truth. Unlike his brother, the 44th president of the United States. Sad to say that, though. Certainly not proud of it at all, are we? Paul Manafort's attorney, Kevin Downing, calls offshore a component of indictment ridiculous. Yes, he did. It is totally ridiculous. And we will go one more. Breaking news. Netflix has just made their decision on the House of Cards. Netflix cancels House of Cards after upcoming season following allegations against Kevin Spacey. Oh, Kevin, but you came out and told the truth that you're a sodomite, that you like guys, and that's the only reason. That way you're vindicated of trying to have sex with a 14-year-old boy when you were probably 35, 40 years old. Right. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for you, does it? Sometimes there is some justice in the world. Believe it or not. And they said unto her, Thou art mad. But she constantly affirmed that it was even so. Then said they, It is his angel. But Peter continued knocking, and when they had opened the door and saw him, they were astonished. But he, beckoning unto them with the hand to hold their peace, declared unto them how the Lord had brought him out of the prison. And he said, Go, show these things unto James and to the brethren. And he departed and went into another place. Now as soon as it was day, there was no small stir among the soldiers what was become of Peter. And when Herod had sought for him and found him not, he examined the keepers and commanded that they should be put to death. And he went down from Judea to Caesarea and there abode. Could you imagine living in that time where he had to flee for being a Christian? Far worse than now, isn't it? The Babylonian system underneath the Roman Empire, who became the Roman Catholic Church, who put Jesus on the cross physically, but it was the Jews who denied Jesus and chose Barabbas, a murderer and a thief, instead. Thank you for listening, and Lord bless. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to share with you a precious metal that is about to go ballistic on the stock market. Due to supply going down and demand surging upwards, this precious metal called magic metal is expected to go up in value 3,000% according to a longtime professional in the market who has already succeeded in predicting the same predictions in over 10 commodities from the past. I'm telling you, this is the chance of a lifetime. This is not a scheme. This man has been on many news reports and spoken throughout the world in many conferences and universities. He is seeing the stock price of this precious metal will go up by far than any other prediction he has already succeeded in. And you can get in today for as little as $50 as your stock investment goes toward a new mining operation in Canada, which is expected to bring forth billions, if not trillions, of dollars of wealth to those who take advantage of this great opportunity. Please watch the 35-minute video down below for all extensive information on how you can change your future today. I approve all of my commercials and will be investing my own money in this as well. Thank you for supporting my conservative news channel today. God bless. Folks, this country is under major attack of free speech. If you enjoy what you hear on my channel and like to continue to support free speech, I do have a PayPal button on the right side of my banner on my main channel YouTube page. Please remember, my channel and ministry is supported by great people like you. I love you all, and may the Lord bless.